right now on 5 on your side at 10.
Tonight on this Labor Day, union support is at a nearly 60-year high. But is that leading more workers to organize? We verify.
While the rain chances are dropping off, that lingering moisture could make for a murky start to your shortened work week.
Our top story, a mother murdered with her kids just feet away. Tonight, her husband is behind bars.
We really feel sorry for both families, her family especially, and the children.
Tonight, 2 children are without a mother after a domestic dispute turned deadly in Hazelwood. Good evening, I'm Mike Bush, and Allred has the night off. Pepper Baker joins us live from the Hazelwood Police Department and reports that one of those children called 911. Pepper.
Well, Mike, that's right. Yeah, just after several hours on the run, Hazelwood police confirmed this morning that 40-year-old Gregory Smith is in custody and is now facing charges for his wife's murder. Now, we talked to neighbors who were saddened by the loss, but one woman told us she isn't surprised.
From the outside, Lightwood Drive in Hazelwood appears to be a pleasant place to live.
This is a very quiet neighborhood, surrounded by very nice people.
We all kind of know each other, even just a little bit.
But no one ever really knows what happens behind closed doors.
There was cops on my street, the street next door, and then the adjoining street. So there was a fire truck. They all just had a line.
I actually thought that my house was on fire or something, so I jumped out of bed.
Hazelwood police got a call just after 4 o'clock Sunday morning from a child at 801 Lightwood Drive that his mother was dead. Officers found 2 children and the homicide victim, Christina Smith.
It's terrible. We didn't realize they had children.
Police say 40-year-old Gregory Smith allegedly beat, stomped, and then used a knife to kill his wife. After pouring gasoline in the house, he left the scene. Investigators say his wife's death was a result of domestic violence.
I just knew he was a bad person from what my experience with him, that just the one time.
Dora Keeney says she's kept her distance from the family after an altercation a year ago when Smith's dog got loose.
He came over this way holding what I thought was an AK-47 or some sort of assault rifle. And I got up and he started asking me, where's my dog? And I said, the neighbors got him. He goes, well, somebody better bring it back to me.
Police took Gregory Smith in custody early Monday morning, where he now faces charges for murder and endangering the welfare of a child.
We really feel sorry for both families, her family especially, and the children. This is probably going to affect them for the rest of their lives. Now they've lost their mom and their dad.
The St. Louis County Prosecuting Attorney's Office is charging Smith with first-degree murder, armed criminal action, and 2 counts of endangering the welfare of a child. Smith is being held at the St. Louis County Justice Center without bond. Live in Hazelwood, Pepper Baker, 5 on your side.
Tonight, St. Louis police are investigating a double shooting in North City. Officers found 2 men shot in the 4400 block of Red Bud Avenue. That's just southwest of O'Fallon Park. Both men were taken to the hospital. We're trying to get more information from police. Their current conditions are not known right now, and police have not yet told us what led to the shooting. A live look now at the Arch on this Labor Day. The long holiday weekend coming to a close. It was a gloomy weekend, but we finally saw the sun this afternoon. Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell is here to tell us what to expect on your short week back to work and school. Scott?
Yeah, Mike, I don't think we're going to see a lot of sunshine first thing in the morning, but overall tomorrow, I think it's a brighter day, and that's some good news. Considering the last few days, we've been dodging showers and even some rumbles of thunder, and some of those showers have been putting down some pretty good downpours. We still have a couple left out there right now. In the metro area, it's generally pretty quiet right now. You're looking over in Kirkwood. We're at 72 degrees. Kirkwood Farmers Market getting ready for autumn here. They're setting up the haunted tunnel and getting the pumpkins out there over the next week or two. They're on the way. We've seen them going down the road, being pulled by those tractors and trucks. Won't be long. Your rain, it's all down south of St. Louis right now. And some of this is still pretty heavy from just north of Perryville going up south of St. Genevieve and then back towards the Farmington area. That's where most of it is at the moment. It will slowly die out here as we head through the overnight hours. But that lingering moisture is going to lead to patchy fog developing across the area by daybreak, along with a bunch of low clouds. So don't expect much sunshine first thing in the morning. but it does brighten a bit as we head into tomorrow by lunchtime into the afternoon, and the rain chances go down. It'll even be less humid by Wednesday. We'll get into more of the rest of the work week forecast and look towards the weekend in about 12 minutes, Mike.
All right, Scott, thanks. Help is coming this week for Hyundai and Kia owners in North St. Louis County. Thieves are targeting those cars because of a design flaw with their ignitions. Both automakers and police urge drivers to use a steering wheel lock. Well, the North County Police Cooperative got 200 clubs from Hyundai, and they're giving them away for free this Friday.
They're about $50 in the stores. I know originally they were around $20. So I feel like this will help a lot of residents that don't have that extra cash.
The free clubs are for Hyundai and Kia owners only who live in one of the 8 communities the North County Police Cooperative patrols. The giveaway is this Friday from 3 until 6 at James McGee Park. They are first come, first served, but you can reserve one. And we have more information in the As Seen on TV section at KSDK.com. After nearly 30 years in business, Heaven Sent Bakery in O'Fallon, Missouri is closing its doors at the end of the month. New tonight, our Elise Schoenig shares the bakery's battle with troubles all too familiar for business owners.
Hey, what else can I get for you guys?
Conversations like these are familiar for longtime employee Tanith Sweeney at Heaven Sent Bakery.
Too much. It's just too much.
But after 27 years of these exchanges,
The powdered one on this tray is lemon. The powdered one over there is cherry.
moments like these are coming to an end at the bakery.
That decision didn't come lightly. It came with a lot of heartache.
Heaven Sent Bakery posted on Facebook on Labor Day weekend it was closing its doors. The post said staffing shortages have been a top issue.
We have been so shorthanded. We're exhausted.
Sweeney says rising prices have been an issue too. But she says even in these trying times, their values outweigh increased costs.
We aren't going to, go cheaper just to get a donut out the door. We wanted to keep our integrity in line.
Sweeney says they explored all options to try to keep their doors open. But at the end of the day, thanks to rising prices and staffing shortages, every solution ended up only being short term.
And we really needed to think long term.
Several customers recalled lifelong memories spent at the bakery.
I've been coming from when they first opened up in the very little tiny corner strip mall that they started in.
Vicki Haig says she's been taking her daughter here ever since, and now her daughter's daughter too.
Getting her birthday cakes made here before she started kindergarten. We'd come and get donuts.
Bria Haig was just one of thousands with fond memories spent on the other side of these heavenly scents.
Yeah, just not sure what we're going to do now.
Reporting in O'Fallon,
At the end of the day, there wasn't a solution that would fix all the problems.
Elise Schoenig,
Closing the doors is pretty much what will resolve everything.
5 on your side.
Sweeney says the bakery's last day is September 30th, as long as they have enough employees and products to make it that far. The annual Labor Day Parade returned to downtown St. Louis. Members of local unions marched down Market Street. This is the first time it was in person since the pandemic. Today, union workers and their families took to the streets in Granite City to voice their frustrations during that city's annual Labor Day Parade. Steel workers are at U.S. Steel, and they are still without a contract, and the future of the plant itself is uncertain. The company announced plans to end steel production at the facility over the next 2 years.
We were idle the last time we went through bargaining, and this membership 100% stood up for a strike. And I'm telling U.S. Steel now that they can expect the same if that's what they want. If they want to fight, we're ready to give them a fight.
Union leaders say they're focused on a new contract and doing everything in their power to help the thousands of workers and their families. Lately, it seems the labor movement is having some newfound success, forming several unions at places like Amazon and Starbucks. Our Verify team looks into whether this is building the ranks. Here's Casey Decker.
Leading up to Labor Day, many pro-union groups and politicians were posting about unions, claiming support for them is at historic highs. They're referring to a recent Gallup poll, which shows 71% of Americans approve of labor unions. It's the highest percentage since 1965. But is that support for unions translating into an increase in actual union membership? Let's verify. Our sources, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, Harvard Business School, and Nelson Lichtenstein, a labor historian at UC Santa Barbara. Since 1983, the Bureau of Labor Statistics has tracked what percentage of American workers are in a union. And in 2021, it was 10.3%. That's actually an all-time low. It did slightly increase in 2020, but that was because when COVID hit and layoffs ensued, they disproportionately affected non-union workers, whereas a higher percentage of unionized workers kept their jobs. When the recovery began and non-union workers returned, the percentage went back down. Harvard has data going back even further, which shows a membership peak of more than 30% in the early 60s, but it's been steadily declining ever since. So we can verify, no, an increase in support for unions has not translated into an increase in union membership. Labor historian Nelson Lichtenstein says that's not surprising.
There is no correlation between popular support for unionism and the actual growth of unions.
He says in the mid-20th century, it was generally accepted that the preeminent industries of the time, like automaking, were almost entirely unionized. But over time, membership declined for a variety of reasons. And now in today's biggest industries like tech, there's no cultural expectation of organized labor. That is changing in some sectors, though, where unions have formed at companies like Starbucks and Amazon. But whether that movement will spread further and increase overall union membership for the long haul remains to be seen. With your Verify, I'm Casey Decker.
What would you like us to verify? Just send an email to verify@ksdk.com. A huge thank you to everyone who donated to the Muscular Dystrophy Association during our annual Show of Strength Telethon at Grant's Farm. Last night we were able to raise, with your help, $458,000, and those donations are still coming in. And we can't thank you enough for your generosity every single year. Awesome. It means a lot to us, but most of all to the people you are helping. There's still time to donate. Just text GIVE-MDA to 314-425-5355 or go to ksdk.com/donate. And if you missed the telethon last night, you can stream it now on 5+. You can download the app for free on your Roku or Fire TV.
A life-saving maneuver caught on video.
Some just told me, just to go over there.
Tonight, the emotional reunion for a young woman and the Good Samaritans who saved her at a North County restaurant. Going green by spending less green. The simple swaps that will make your home more environmentally and wallet-friendly.
This pesky upper-level system's lingered long enough. When it finally moves away, and if it'll take the humidity with it.
Two big local trials get underway tomorrow. That includes the murder-for-hire trial for Sweetie Pie's reality TV star, Tim Norman. He's accused of plotting the 2016 murder of his nephew, Andre Montgomery. Norman is the son of Sweetie Pie's owner, Robbie Montgomery. All three started in Welcome to Sweetie Pie's on the Oprah Winfrey Network. And we're just hours away from a high-profile murder trial in St. Charles County. Richard Emery faces the death penalty for killing 4 people in December of 2018. His victims included his ex-girlfriend, her 2 young children, and her mother. Caught on video, Good Samaritans coming to the rescue of a young woman choking inside a North County business. Tonight, thanks to the power of social media, that young woman was able to thank the couple who saved her life. Sarah Schlereth began choking Friday afternoon at Man Meats in Florissant. Richard and Doretta Irvin were nearby, and Richard jumped in to give her the Heimlich maneuver. And today, Sarah and her mom had an emotional reunion with the couple.
The biggest thing I wanted to say was just thank you. Thank you for saving my life, because it wasn't because of he was there at that time. I don't know what could have happened.
I'm just thankful that that it turned out as well as it did. And it was also good that we went home with the hamburgers from here, so it was a double blessing. So.
Richard and Doretta live about 2 hours away. They were in town this weekend to visit their daughter. The end of the summer driving season is expected to drive down gas prices. Analysts at Gas Buddy say even some states could see gas below $3 per gallon later this fall. Right now in St. Louis, the average price is around $3.41 per gallon. That's nearly 45 cents less than a month ago. A similar drop has taken place in the Metro East, but drivers in Illinois are still paying around $3.87. For the lowest gas prices in your neighborhood, just text the word gas to 314-425-5355. Well, you know the expression reduce, reuse, recycle? Well, many of us recycle, but there are more things you can do to reduce waste. Consumer Reports says there are easy swaps that are more environmentally friendly that can also save you some money.
Our daily habits can sometimes be a burden on our budget and the environment. Some easy swaps can help your wallet and the planet. Consumer Reports' Dan Raklowski says, start simple.
Replacing your old incandescent bulbs with new LED light bulbs. These can make a big dent in your electric bill. Another way to take those savings further is to actually replace them with smart bulbs.
You can program smart bulbs to automatically turn on and off at specific times of the day.
Having all those lights just turn off automatically, that'll help you eke out those extra savings.
This one from Wise offers automation at a lower cost compared to many of the other bulbs Dan checked out. Next up, if you need that daily dose of soda or seltzer, you can save money with a soda maker. Say you drink a liter of seltzer a day and it costs about 90 cents. Swap that for this $80 SodaStream Terra, and in 4 months, it'll pay for itself. Finally, this swap might be tougher. Paper towel alternatives. CR's Paul Hope recently tried several of them.
My family and I were going through close to 24 rolls of paper towels a month. Reusable paper towels offer a paper-free alternative that's better for the earth and that saves money.
These from Myo Echo are biodegradable, absorbent, and offer a textured surface that is great for scrubbing tougher messes. But Paul says you don't need to spend that much money to reduce your paper waste. He actually prefers these 12 by 12 regular washcloths. They're versatile, absorbent, and budget-friendly. And when they get too stained, instead of tossing, Paul repurposes the washcloths for outside use.
Investing in a soda maker can also help reduce plastic waste. To see if buying a soda maker is worth it for your family, just check out Consumer Reports' Soda Maker Calculator. We have a link in the As Seen on TV section at KSDK.com. Well, just a few hours ago, they served up their last helpings of baklava at St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Church in the Central West End. This was the first year since 2019 the annual Greek festival was held in person. Despite the rainy weather this weekend, organizers say it was a huge success with tens of thousands of visitors. And it was a dreary weekend. So what about the work week, Scott?
You know, the work week is going to see some improvement. But we go back and look here, starting on Friday, when that upper level system started rolling in here, we started seeing scattered showers around. And really, if you look at the waves of them cumulatively, we saw some areas picking up 3, 4, 5 inches of rain. That included up in Montgomery County, also just into the Metro East. Not too far from Belleville, we had some spots coming in with 3 to 4 inches of water. And then as you get over towards the northern reaches of Carlisle Lake, we had some spots with 6, 7, maybe even 8 inches of rainfall. And during the evening hours, most of it's been focused down to the south of St. Louis. We're still tracking some of these heavier rain showers with embedded lightning and thunder here, working north of Perryville, working south of St. Genevieve. It's kind of a wet trek here along 55. Have put down about an inch of rain or so in the last hour. So they are very efficient rainmakers, but they're also weakening at this point. But look at the upper level winds. You know, we got caught in this upper level pattern where we just had a couple of little bundles of energy that just kind of wandered into our area and then got stuck over the entire weekend, and that kept the moist flow going. There's your thunderstorm cell that was down a little earlier, not too far from Farmington, Potosi. It was off to the south. We had it on the sky cam. It's a pretty cool shot. Right now, we're still looking at mostly cloudy skies around the St. Louis area. We're still at 73 degrees. Don't think we're going to see a big drop in temperature. Dew point 67, so still a bit on the muggy side. We're almost to 40 inches of rain for the year, so well above average. And tonight, most of the showers that are down to the south will tend to fall apart, and then we'll see clouds and patches of fog early tomorrow morning. We're headed back to around 80. The rain chances overall tomorrow are very low. Those clouds break up pretty quickly. East and southeast of St. Louis, you'll have a little better chance for seeing a shower tomorrow, but it should be much more isolated heading through the day tomorrow for sure. And then by the time we get to Wednesday, we're talking about even less humid air pushing in and more in the way of sunshine across the area. We should see those temperatures topping out in the mid-80s. So next 10 days, yes, there's a slight rain chance on Tuesday, but most of us should stay dry. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday look great. Saturday and Sunday, we bring back that slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm over the upcoming weekend. So I'm afraid we're going to be in a situation, Mike, where we have to watch our weekends for the next couple of weeks.
I guess so. All right, Scott, thanks. Sports is next. In for Frank, here's Hannah.
Jack Flaherty returned to the rotation for the first time since June 26 today. We hear from him coming up next in sports. Jack Flaherty returned to the starting rotation today and made his first start since June 26. It's been a long journey for him getting to this point, and he could be key to this team's success down the stretch if all goes as planned. Let's head to Busch Stadium. Cardinals and Nationals, Flaherty pitching in the third, and Tyler O'Neill misjudges C.J. Abrams' liner. He can't get it as it goes to the wall. Flaherty is helpless as he goes to cover third. Abrams scored later to make it a 1-0 game. 30-year-old rookie Joey Meneses lines the base hit to bring in a run to make it 4-0, and it didn't get any prettier from here. The bright spot today was Flaherty's outing being much better than we saw earlier this season. He allowed 1 earned run on 6 hits, 1 walk, and strikes out 6 through 5 innings in his return. But the Cardinals lose this one 6-0. Flaherty says he felt much more like himself this time around.
I think just more comfortable with everything, more comfortable with my stuff, and the way everything was on time, and was able to make adjustments. Like I don't think I was able to last time from pitch to pitch. You know, you get frustrated, and I think mentally I was definitely a lot better.
Chasing 700 is sponsored by CarShield.
And a lot of anticipation in the first inning after Albert's heroics yesterday with number 695. Bases loaded, but he strikes out swinging. This is the kind of day it was. 4th inning, and Albert sends a deep drive on the wrong side of the foul pole. The fan that caught it wants his little girl to have the ball, but she's either not a memorabilia collector or she's just not into baseball yet. Albert ended the day going 0 for 4. The big week is officially here. We're now 4 days away from the start of the Ascension Charity Classic at Norwood Hills Country Club, with plenty of action leading up to Friday. Multiple Pro-Am tournaments followed by the debut of the APGA Tour. And of course, the weekend kicks off with the main event. 81 PGA Tour professionals will compete in the Ascension Charity Classic for a $2 million purse. Ascension EVP Nick Rigoni told us year 2 will have an even larger impact.
You add a second tournament. You know, we have our 2-day APGA event going on Thursday and Friday at Glen Echo, which is really, it's an African-American developmental tour. So we felt like 1 tournament's good, 2 is even better. And of course, you could always sell more tickets, more hospitality, more sponsors. And most importantly, we're going to give back more to charity this year.
The Missouri Tigers are 1-0 after defeating Louisiana Tech on Thursday, and East St. Louis native Luther Burden III make a trip back home afterwards with his coaches and realize just how much support he has across both states. Now the Tigers prepare for K-State. In Burden's college debut, he scored 2 touchdowns and could have had more. He says it's only the beginning here.
My whole reason for coming to Missouri is for, top recruits in the city to, not have to go to the, every, like the Georgias, the Alabamas, you can do it here in your own state. So why not do it here? I mean, I hope everybody, realizing that Missouri is a great place and we're turning it around.
A lot of excitement there with Luther Burden III.
Well, we've got some good news and bad news. The bad news is this is Hannah's last broadcast on 5 on Your Side. The good news is she's got a great new job. Tell everybody what you're going to do next.
I do. So I am headed to Raleigh, North Carolina. I will be a pregame and postgame host for Bally Sports South, covering the Carolina Hurricanes NHL team, and an in-game reporter. So I will be back in St. Louis to cover their game against the Blues, but it has been very special here. I've had a great time working alongside people like you, growing up watching you, and just thank you to everyone who supported me along the way.
And we wish you the best of luck. We're really going to miss you around here, but I know hockey is your first love, and you're going to just knock them dead with this job.
Well, thank you guys so much. I'm very excited.
And you've got your red. You've got red.
I do. I have my
shape.
Cardinals red, so it serves multi-purpose
It'll work.
there.
All right. Thanks, Hannah. Well, it may be a bit early to be thinking about Christmas trees, why it could be lights out for a beloved holiday tradition. Well, Mother Nature could be the Grinch who stole Christmas. Tree farmers say this summer's drought is paying a toll on crops, and it's leading to drier trees. Farmers suggest you wait a little longer to put up your tree this year. They also warn you'll likely pay more. The Mexican pizza will return to Taco Bell's permanent menu on September 15th. It's also the date Mexican Pizza, the musical, will finally premiere on TikTok. The musical stars Dolly Parton. The The country music legend was among the legion of fans who were upset when Taco Bell removed the Mexican pizza from its menu in 2020. And there you have it. 5 on your side at 10 on this Labor Day. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is next. Martin Lawrence is Jimmy's guest tonight. Don't forget to start your day with Today in St. Louis beginning at 4 a.m. Have a great day tomorrow, and we'll see you at 5, 6, and 10.